Your Majesties and Excellencies, distinguished guests, and all my friends, alumni and students. It is a great honor that today here at ITB in Bandung that we have the presence of their Majesties, the presence of Your Majesties, and to meet with our alumni and students who are going to Sweden. And okay, and then it is a very special event. And let me introduce myself first. My name is Ratu Swedia, and I'm an officer at the Swedish Embassy in Jakarta. I'm working on the special projects at the Swedish Institute, which is study in Sweden. And these are all my friends, my colleagues, the alumni and the students who are going to Sweden. And we had been looking forward to having this event for many weeks now. And so, without much further ado, I would like to invite the Rector of ITB, Professor Raja Swedia, to open this event.
Their Majesties, the King and the Queen of Sweden, Excellency, Swedish Minister for Infrastructure, honorable distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to their Majesties, the King and the Queen of Sweden, for their state visit to Institute Teknologi Bandung. It is such a great honor for ITB to have their Majesties as our honorable guest. We do hope that their Majesties would have a great time during the visit. Now, we are having this excellent occasion of Indonesian-Swedish alumni meeting in this historical classroom. This classroom is the one that was used by our first president, Insinyur Soekarno, during his study time at Technische Hogeschool de Bandung, known as Institute Teknologi Bandung today. We are certainly very happy to be able to host this Indonesian-Swedish alumni meeting, marking the long and close cooperation between Indonesia and Sweden, especially in the field of education and research. Such cooperation has led to a close partnership that allowed the two countries to work together for educational and research development. Their Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, many of Indonesian-Swedish alumni are now holding strategic positions in various state as well as private sectors. This meeting will be very interesting to gain their perspective based on their experiences, to find out how their Swedish study time experiences contribute to their professional life, and how their inputs could be used to improve Indonesia-Swedish stronger collaboration in the future. And at the end of my speech, let me deliver my speech in Swedish. But I apologize if I mispronounce. Yes, my starter, och drottningen, den ara för oss, och via tacksamma för ert besök. Besöket är betydelsefullt för vårt campus ITB. Vi hälsar er välkomna. Their Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for their Majesties and all the participants' kind visit to ITB. I certainly hope that this Indonesian-Swedish alumni meeting would be very pleasant and fruitful. Thank you very much. Tak tak.
Thank you, Professor Raja Swedia. And now, I would like to invite the chairman of the Alumni Swedia Network. Alumni Swedia is a network. We call it an organization, a network where the members are the Indonesian alumni who had been studying in Sweden. And it's really wonderful here because these are the people that we can share the love of Sweden, with whom we can share what the amazing memories about Sweden, and also the ones who are always very active in helping out, assisting the embassies whenever we had all the activities when it comes to Sweden. So I would like to welcome, to invite Fajar to take the stage and present Alumni Swedia.
Thank you. Your Majesties, Their Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to introduce you to Alumni Swedia organization or network. But first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Fajar Ibowo, a graduate of Karolinska Institutet. Alumni Swedia is an organization of Indonesian graduates from Swedish universities or other educational institutions. But then we expand our membership also to Swedish who graduates from Swedish University but pursuing career in Indonesia. With full support and collaboration from Embassy of Sweden and Swedish Institute, we have achieved several happy over the time, or achievement over the time, where we firstly established through mailing list communication. We were using Yahoo groups, and then it was in 2007, and with that 2008, with the re-establishment of Indonesian Student Association in Sweden, it allows us to be an ad hoc of the association in Sweden. While in Sweden there are Indonesian Student Association, we was part of them in 2012. And at 2013, the first chairman of this organization was elected with regular events which was held in collaboration with Embassy of Sweden. Started on 2016, we received support from Swedish Institutet, and today, 2017, we launched the Sweden-Indonesia Connect. Over the time, Sweden graduates registered at Alumni Swedia has been increasing. As we can together see here, between 1995, we were only having less than 10 students graduated from Swedish University every year. But started from year 2000 and beyond, we gained more students graduated from Swedish University, which also increased the number of members of our organization. The membership was taken through invitation and followed up upon online registration. Our main activities included but not limited to gathering and sharing session. Also cultural event and diplomatic reception, which is frequently held by the Embassy of Sweden. And we also support the higher education promotion and student orientations provided by Swedish Institute in Indonesia. These are among examples of our sharing sessions. Among the topic examples, we hold discussion and sharing sessions on Jakarta and the urban problem, technopreneurship, children education, public health and e-health, also digital health. We also help and collaborate with Embassy of Sweden to celebrate important events and also to conduct programs such as Midsummer celebration, Peparka Korda, pre-departure event, European Higher Education Fair, and Swedish Institute Alumni Forum. We are very grateful and thankful to the government and people of Sweden that we have been receiving support from Swedish Institute and Embassy of Sweden. And we would like to introduce you to our platform where we do our networking and how we communicate to each other. We have a social media platform where we have a Facebook group, Facebook fan page, and also our website, where our member could share their experience, their information that would be of useful to the candidate of future student and also the alumni who is pursuing career in Indonesia. Today, after following this presentation, we would like to launch Sweden-Indonesia Connect. It's a platform on LinkedIn that would facilitate communication between academicians or university graduates, business of Sweden, and also government. And terima kasih, taksamika.
Thank you, Fajar. And now, time for the Swedish Institute Director General, Annika Remey, please.
Thank you so much, Your Majesties, Minister, Excellencies, Rector, Mayor, and of course, alumni. Ladies and gentlemen and dear friends, Sweden is a rather small, export-driven country, far away. We come in small numbers, only 10 million. We speak a language which not many understand or even have heard of. We have, therefore, to reach out to the outside of the world. Our prosperity and our well-being depend on it. So we have to open up, to think globally, to embrace new ideas, different cultures, and experiences. And we have to build trust. And form long-lasting relationships with today's and with future leaders. So we do this in collaboration in Sweden and very much abroad. And on this note, I would very much like to thank the Bandung Institute of Technology, which is facilitating a closer relationship between Sweden and Indonesia here today by hosting today's important event here and in the other room on the occasion of the state visit of their Majesties, the King and Queen of Sweden. So today, to many countries in today's globalized world, attracting international talent is a huge and important task. One vital aim of the agency which I represent, the Swedish Institute, is to enhance the interest in Sweden as a study destination. And you are very much the result of that work. Because most people have no idea that they can study in Sweden. And entirely in English. And the fact that there are more than 1,000 programs taught in English is not very well known. Globally, the number of students who go abroad is increasing. Currently, the number of students around the world studying in countries other than their own is around 4.5 million. And in 2015-2016, around 35,000 of them came to Sweden, which is approximately 10% of the total student population in Sweden. Sweden is a country of creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship, where sustainability is in the forefront. We can offer a study environment that fosters new ideas, critical thinking, individual responsibility, as well as collaborative skills. But Sweden, I don't think, will ever be one of the big exporters of higher education. And in fact, Sweden does not even try to be that, because we don't see it as an export business. We see it as a way to build relations and to build capacity. What Sweden wants is rather to attract more international students and researchers, to enrich our study environment, to make international campuses and international classrooms. And we want to foster more international collaboration and mutual understanding during that process. I wonder if we could ask for some water for their Majesties and maybe the other guests. Thank you. There are well over 100 Indonesian students in Sweden right now. They are finalizing their exams. Some of them will return, and more will come in the autumn. And I know that some of you will actually go to Sweden this fall. I hope that you will enjoy your time. I hope that you will take advantage of your time. And I hope that I will see some of you in Sweden. But attracting talent is not enough. If you want to form mutual beneficial relationships that stand the test of time, can be long, you have to nurture them. And that is why the alumni networks like Aula Swedia is so important. And by staying in touch with you, the alumni, we strengthen the relations, as was mentioned by your chairman over there, between Sweden and Indonesia. And for this purpose, we will, as mentioned, launch a very important platform here today. This will create opportunities for the Swedish and Indonesian business to actually take advantage of the skills, the talents that you have already, and for you to actually further develop your skills and your experiences. So, by involving you who had experience studying and living in Sweden, the cold weather, the fika, and we can welcome the world to Sweden. So, moreover, we hope that you will use the experiences that you have received during your time in Sweden to make a better world and a more sustainable world for the future. Coming to the end of this talk, I would like to turn into the question of scholarships. Because each year, Sweden awards scholarships to many hundreds of international students. And the Swedish Institute is the public agency that administrates the Swedish government's scholarship programs. We are very proud of that and very happy that we can receive so many foreign students every year to Sweden. That is why today is also very special to me, because today the Swedish Institute and the Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education, the LPDP, will sign an MOU. LPDP plays a very important role in helping to enhance internationalization in Indonesia by giving thousands of Indonesian students the opportunity to study abroad. So we will enter into cooperation for the purpose of promoting closer ties within the area of higher education and for the mutual benefits of both parties. This means that we are strengthening the ties not only between our two organizations, but between Sweden and Indonesia and the future leaders and decision makers of the world. Thank you so much, and terima kasih. Now, it is my pleasure to invite the President Director for Partnership for the Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education. And then I ask maybe the ambassador to Sweden, from Sweden to Indonesia, and the ambassador from Indonesia to Sweden,
Thank you. And now comes to another very special element of this event, is the testimonials by the Swedish companies and also the employee of the one Swedish companies who's actually an alumnus. And also another testimonial from another company. So please welcome Ibu Meriam Katombo from Ericsson Indonesia and Laili ID.
Their Majesties, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course our friends from Alumni Swedia. Okay. First of all, let me introduce myself. I actually the HR director. My name is Meriam Katombo. I'm the HR director for a Swedish company who just celebrated this year 110 years anniversary in Indonesia, which is Ericsson Indonesia. And this is a very honorable moment for me because 25 years ago, I actually graduated from this campus. So it is a great pleasure to come back here, and also it's going to be sharing the experience of a Swedish company in Indonesia. The first thing that I would like to share is actually one of the things when we talk about Ericsson is actually the value that we have, which is the value of respect, professionalism, and perseverance. Those are the three values underlying a lot of things that we are doing in the company. And also the things that is very important for Ericsson is how we foster innovation and technology leadership. When we talk about Swedish culture and when we're, just like Annika mentioned, the thing which is very important for Swedish values is also creativity, innovation, sustainability. Those are really matched with the culture and the things that we are doing in Ericsson. So in my experience, especially as I work with a lot of talents coming from all over the world, all over Indonesia, and especially my dear friends that I'm going to be introducing later on, coming from Sweden, we see that these are a very important element for us in the company. So, as you go to Sweden later on, when you go and learn in Sweden, think about what you see, what you witness there, think about the creativity that you see, think about the innovation and technology, how advanced it is, how you're going to be bringing it in a working level when you come back to Indonesia. Because again, as Annika mentioned, you will only learn, but it will bring a difference for us is once it's being implemented, right? Or how we apply that, okay? So today I have a dear friend or a colleague who joined Ericsson about almost 2 years ago. Yeah, she actually came from a Swedish institution that you're going to be introducing later, right? And as I work with Laili, we hired her into the regional strategy group. So the value of Sweden that I see, or I mentioned earlier, which is the creativity, it's there. In the way she analyzes things, in the way she actually look at the problem, she would look at it from all the different angles that is usually not really, I would say not really common sometimes. Okay. The other thing is also, the adaptability. Yeah. Though Ericsson is a Swedish company that is rooted in Sweden, but when we talk about the diversity that we have, the wide diversity that we have in the company, by studying abroad, I think what Laili brought and people, students who are going to be coming back from Indonesia has an advantage also on your ability to adapt to the very globalized workforce and a very globalized industry. Okay, so that is, I think, a very important thing that I would like to share here for our colleague who are going to be going to Sweden or you're coming back from Sweden, is actually think about those values, how you're going to be applying creativity, innovation, technology, sustainability as you go back into the workforce. With that, Laili.
Your Majesty, Excellency, Rector, and Mayor. My name is Laili. I graduated from KTH Royal Institute of Technology. I started my employment in Ericsson since I was a student because at the time Ericsson opened internship. So my first experience in industry was Ericsson. What they taught me was how the important was the globalization. So at the time when I was had my internship, Ericsson sent me back to my home country to present my thesis about my home country. For 2 weeks, I was in Ericsson in Indonesia and get back to Ericsson Sweden, present the Asia, the market about Asia. The good thing about that is that they teach me how important is the globalization is, and how we can understand that people come from different perspectives and background, and that really goes in my mind. And continuous learning in Ericsson also very valued. And the great thing is that I humble that Sweden is famous, getting famous in Indonesia. At the time when I started my study, my father thought that I still studied in Switzerland. So it's still not happening now. He aware that I was graduated from Sweden. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marian Laili. Now, to take this further, we would like to introduce something very special. This is a pilot project that will be done by a joint project by the Swedish Embassy, by the alumni, the students, and also the companies, as well as the Swedish universities. Now they're also on board. We call it Sweden-Indonesia Connect. Actually, I would like to especially thank our master, Johanna Brismasko, for the initiative. Because, yes, please. It was some time ago that we always been thinking about how to bring together the alumni, the students, the Swedish companies, and also the universities to share information, to share about the opportunities in the Swedish companies. And so we always thinking, and finally we came up with this very special platform, which is in LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn? Because it's already a professional social media network. And then we are going to take it further, and then we are going to create a landing page as a platform, and we call it something that is connecting Sweden and Indonesia. So we agree with the name Sweden-Indonesia Connect. So Fajar, would you like to start the presentation?
So here is our LinkedIn page. It used to be called Alumni Swedia, but with the initiative of Ambassador Johanna, it's been leveraged into totally brand new platform, which we call Sweden-Indonesia Connect. Here, today we have 166 members. Apparently, in total, there are more than 200 students registered as Alumni Swedia in Indonesia. So we would like to expect for more number of Alumni Swedia registering to our LinkedIn platform after the launch today. And I would like to share that some activities already been exercised here. We were welcoming Your Majesties when you firstly arrived and landed on the airport. And we actually would like to extend our gratitude because instead of celebrating the victory of your national ice hockey teams of World Championship yesterday, you are together with us today in Bandung. And we used to exercise communication through this platform in order to invite our members to be active participants on our frequent events like alumni gathering, and in order to collect them today to meet Your Majesties in Bandung. All the communication and information are delivered through conversation menu. Meanwhile, we also provide jobs menu where companies of Sweden could extend their information about open vacancies. So this may facilitate communication between newly graduate students of Swedish University and also opportunity opened by companies from Sweden. This platform also would enable universities to communicate with companies and alumni. Therefore, we aim the development of this group to be to be extended to Swedish universities, alumni residing in Indonesia, Association of Indonesian students in Sweden, and also Swedish companies in Indonesia. We applied group rules for those who are interested to join this platform, which are, you must be one of the following requirements. First, member of Alumni Swedia Network. Second, member of PPI or Indonesian Student Association in Sweden. Or third, management of Swedish companies in Indonesia. Otherwise, you must be a staff of Swedish Universities. In order to support the activity on this platform, we also would like to introduce you to our other dynamic platform, which called Sweden-Indonesia Connect. Please.
Therefore, now we launched the Sweden-Indonesia Connect, and I hope that everyone will join and we connect Sweden and Indonesia furthermore.
Please welcome everybody.
Thank you, Your Majesties, for witnessing this very special event for us, and also Excellencies, and also distinguished guests. And to close this, we would like to have the group photos with Majesty, if that's okay. But we already tried to arrange that, so everyone please come excuse yourself.
To the center.
Yeah, to the center. Thank you very much.
When all the excitement is over and they are all leaving, I have to thank you. I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart. First of all, that you came to Sweden, or that you are going to Sweden. Secondly, that you actually formed the alumni, the Indonesia-Swedia. And now, coming here, all of you today, to be part of this very, very special event. I think for you, a special event, but of course for Sweden, very special event. And for us at the Swedish Institute, an extraordinary event to see all of you taking form, taking place, and launching this platform. So use it over and over again, and make sure that you can connect between yourselves, with the Swedish companies, with the Swedish universities, with Swedish government agencies and others. I will make sure that we, from the Swedish side, will make use of it and also expand the Swedish partners into it. You are a pilot, because this is the first LinkedIn group like this, as far as I know. So I think we will all learn, and I hope there will be many, many more like this, with whom you could connect worldwide, so that you will actually turn into a global network. For those of you who are going to Sweden, how many are you? Oh, good. Look at you. Hey. Hey. the best. Take advantage of talking with your alumni. Learn about the cold weather, the rain, which is cold rain, not like here. Learn about the fika, the quite non-hierarchical way of taking decisions and working together. Remember to ask questions to your teachers. Don't always trust what they say. Think for yourselves, because that is the most important thing. That is how you actually make the most out of your time. You will come to excellent universities. You will meet wonderful teachers. You will meet wonderful friends, Swedes, and a whole global network. And you will long for your friends at home. You will be lonely sometimes, maybe. A little sad. Now and then. Connect to each other. Connect to others. And also make use of the Swedish Institute and our network for future global leaders, and ask your teachers or anyone to help you. So with that, I wish all of you going to Sweden good luck. You're always welcome to the Swedish Institute at Slottsbacken, close to the Royal Palace. I could wave to the king. You're always welcome to us, to my colleagues. Just find us at the net or just call on us. To those of you who are alumni and have been and are back here, keep in touch. You're always welcome, you as well, to the Swedish Institute and to your alma maters in Sweden and to the rest of Sweden. To the business, the companies, I have to say it's wonderful that you are connecting with these young talents, these young leaders of the future, and make the most out of them, so that you will benefit from their capacity and knowledge and experiences. So let's stay in touch, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Anneke.
How's everybody? Everyone's happy?
Tepuk tangan dulu buat
Tepuk
semuanya.
tangan semua buat semuanya. Well, like 6:30? Yeah, 6, yes. So, ada fika here. But please, I will just get an information from the what you call it, the protocols, that because the bus is going to be participating in the convoy, so we need to, after the fika, we need to go directly to the bus and be ready.